When people come to Cambodia, they'll get to experience what I call the real Asia. Starting in Phnom Penh, where life happens on the streets. You get up close and personal. There's lots of markets and it's a very busy and bustly street. It's also home to some of the most amazing preserved colonial architecture in Southeast Asia or the Indochina region. We first start with a visit to the Royal Palace, where you get to experience the beautiful gardens and the Silver Pagoda. The National Museum in Phnom Penh is in a beautiful old traditional building and is home to the finest collection of Khmer relics. We then visit some sites that are a sombre reminder of the recent history of Cambodia. The Killing Fields and Tuol Sleng, which is the genocidal museum, a harsh reminder of the Pol Pot regime in Cambodia. It's important for our travellers to see these sites because they can appreciate what Cambodia has become today. You can't leave Phnom Penh without visiting the FCC for an afternoon cocktail before heading north to Siem Reap. You'll start with a pre-dawn departure in tuk-tuks and head to the magnificent Angkor Wat Temple and watch the sunrise over this magnificent structure. After sunrise, we enter the temple and walk through the different corridors looking at all the bas-relief carvings. It's not until you actually enter Angkor Wat that you actually get the magnitude of how big this temple is. After Angkor Wat, we jump in our tuk-tuks and continue our adventure of the Angkor complex, entering Angkor Thom City through the west gate to the Temple of Bayon.
Just every corner you turned, you just saw something different. You just couldn't capture it with the camera.
Bayon is an iconic symbol of the temples of Angkor with its four-headed structure. One of the great things about visiting the temples of Angkor is you don't just get to view these temples from afar, you actually get up close and personal and be able to weave your way through the temples, where you'll get a true understanding of the magnitude and the size of these magnificent structures. You'll visit the Landmine Museum and see the great work that Akira is doing for the victims of landmine explosions. For most people, Ta Prohm, which is also known as the Tomb Raider Temple, is the most exciting temple to visit. As you walk through Ta Prohm, you'll see how nature has engulfed and enveloped the temple. We will visit the top 4 to 5 temples. However, if you wanted to stay longer, there are literally hundreds of temples to see. Siem Reap is not just about the temples of Angkor. It's a great place to shop at the night markets and to have some great dining experiences. A visit onto Tonle Sap is a relaxing trip out on the water. You'll get to see the real Cambodia and insight into how people live on the lake. There are houses on stilts, floating cafes, floating schools, even floating churches. You'll have plenty of free time to either relax by the pool or visit one of the many spas in Siem Reap. Later in the evening, we'll have a farewell dinner where you'll get the opportunity to savour the cuisine of Cambodia. From Siem Reap, you can visit other exciting destinations within Cambodia or visit neighbouring countries like Vietnam, Thailand and Laos.